Hey guys, Chelsea here. Now, in this video, I'm going to be looking over, essentially, I'm basically going to go through the entire campaign for the Axis and the Allies. Basically going to look through each level and basically discuss the weapon, plane, tank, etc. And what's good about them. I won't be including premiums, I won't be including gold orders, anything like that. I'll just be going like, it'll be a bit of a quick fire thing. And but to start off, I will be going with the like the Car 98K and the other the other starter weapons, like the Car 98K, the MP34, the Grease Gun, the Springfield, the Scope Car 98K, except the Mannlicher, etc. I'm gonna basically say what they're used for. Basically, and just be quick fire to basically be like, this is what they're used for. This is what they're good for. So, anyways, I won't be including pistols, anything like that. No explosion packs, no AP mines, no melee weapons, nothing like that. It will just be the weapons, the tanks, and the vehicles. Well, the planes. So, weapons and vehicles only. Anyways, that being said, let us begin with the Allies. Springfield. Good early bolt action, but basically useless when you get the Enfield. Ross Rifle. Good if you want to waste your silver orders. M3 Grease Gun. Good if you don't know what a submachine gun is. Scope Springfield. Really good for long range harassment. Stuart, good starter tank if you know how to use it. Number 4 rifle, best bolt action in the game. P38, good if you want to annoy the enemy team. M1 Carbine, worst semi-auto in the game. M1 Flamethrower, good for annoying your team. M1 Grand, really good semi-auto, probably their second best semi-auto, excluding of course the grenade version. Piat, a really good and really long-lasting anti-tank weapon. M1a1 Grease Gun, good if you don't know what a submachine gun is meant to do. M8 Scott, only good if you like spawn camping yourself. Bren Mark II, a pretty good LMG, but really lacking in terms of other attributes other than being a really good way to hold a point. P51C10, really good if you like hampering yourself. 2-inch mortar, good if you have a 2-inch cock. A4 Springfield, good if you love wasting your silver orders. M4A2 Sherman, actually surprisingly good and surprisingly well rounded. Winchester Model 12, good if you don't want to kill anyone. M1 Carbine with a grenade launcher, good if you want a free kill gun, bad if you want a carbine. A20, good for flattening the entire enemy team. BAR-A1, a really good LMG that you can use in close range. Jumbo, good for making the enemy team shit themselves. Sniper Grand, good for long range suppressed fire. Stem Mark II, good if you actually know what a submachine gun is meant to be. M2 Carbine, legitimately the first good carbine weapon in the game. P38 J15, good if you just want to waste bronze. BAR-A2, probably their second best LMG and definitely the best rushing LMG in the game. Lanchester, a very good SMG, but it just gets outclassed by what comes later. P47, the ultimate attack aircraft. M1a1 Thompson, the best SMG in Normandy. M2 Flamethrower, good for actually killing the enemy. M1 Bazooka, decent at longer ranges than the Piat, but not as good as either the Piat or the M9. M10, for those moments where you just really want to lose your team tickets. M1 Thompson, about as good as the M1a1, just really, whichever one you prefer, it really just comes down to what you like. M1 Garand with the grenade launcher, basically a free kill gun mixed with a Garand. P51, same as the other P51. 1919A6, for those moments where you just want to say fuck you to the enemy. 76 Sherman, actually not too bad. The only real downside is the armour, but even then that's negatable. M9 Bazooka, a very good anti-tank weapon. Car 98K, decent rifle, but just gets outclassed by other rifles later on. Mannlicher, for the times where you just look at your Silver Order collection and go, yeah, I don't want any more of those. MP34, a very surprisingly good SMG. Kar 98K scoped, long range harassment. Puma, a skill based vehicle but one with a really good skill ceiling. Maz 36, a decent close range option but really not the best. BF 110, pretty good fighter bomber and really just decent. FNAB, if you want to roleplay as the Italians or for some reason have a hot take that this thing is actually good. Flammenwerfer 35, for those times where you want to piss off your teammates. Gevia 43, a very, very good semi-automatic rifle. Sturm pistol, a weapon that requires actual skill and knowledge to use. MP40, you've probably unlocked this 5 times already. Panzer 3N, a decent support vehicle that can act as a decent support tank. However, it just gets outclassed by other vehicles. Beretta Model 30, great for throwing me into a fit of rage. BF 109, not really that good as a fighter aircraft or even as a bomber. Grantwerfer, good for making me think of some weird food analogy. Sniper Gevia, actually decent for giving both close and mid-range suppression. Panzer 4J, really bad in terms of its turret speed, but pretty good all-round tank. Beretta M1a1, very, very specialised SMG, but great at very close range. Kar 88K with the Sheeshbacker, a pretty good long-range harassment tool, but you are sacrificing either a Gevia or a FG for it. Yonker 188, for those moments of when you want to turn the forest into the Vietnam War. MG34, a good machine gun, but you unlock it a million times anyways. Panzer 4H, give the Panzer 4J some side skirts and a working turret. FG42-2, the best sniper in the game. MP35, an actual good, albeit overlooked SMG. SG42, the most overpowered weapon in the game. BF109, for idiots who think that the BF109 with the bombs is too bad and they can't fly the Fokker Wolf. MG42, a very powerful belt-fed LMG that can pretty much shred through most enemies. ZK383, a very mediocre LMG for its level. Fokker Wolf, the best fighter plane in Normandy if you know how to use it. Flammenwerfer 41, for the times where you want to murder everyone in sight. Beretta Model 38, a very decent submachine gun, but it's just lacking in terms of oomph. Panzerfaust, for some people the Axis' first anti-tank weapon. For people who can actually use anti-tank weapons, an improvement over the Sturm pistol. Panther, the thing that makes Allied veins cry. MP43, probably the most powerful weapon in Normandy. Kar 98K with the GDP launcher, basically useful if you hate yourself. ME410, almost the same as the 110, only more ammo on the cannons. MG34 with the drum, a very, very good LMG. Tiger E, the best tank in Normandy. Racken Panzerbushel, a pretty solid side grade to the Panzerfaust. And with that, it's over. Like, that's all of the quick rundowns for every level in basically every level, all of the levels in the campaign, and more or less my thoughts on them. Obviously, of course, I didn't mention the pistols, I didn't mention the gold orders, I didn't mention premiums or anything like that, because let's face it, I didn't even order equipment either, because let's face it, that's not really what I was intending to do. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, join the Discord, and I'll see you guys in the next video.